What's up? We're going to go over a speed drawing of one of my favorite characters ever, one of my coolest concepts that I love from Pacific Rim, and that is Knifehead. I don't even know if this video is going to get that many hits. It's just something I love. I love this character, and I've always wanted to draw it, and I finally did it, so this is it. It's going to be a sped up version for you to kind of consume and enjoy and watch me ink, and let's get started, okay? Okay, let's get started here. So this thing was done, I believe, it's like 8 times quicker than it should be. So I've always wanted to draw this character for myself, and I never got to do it. So what I ended up doing was putting this up right here. I'm just kind of ghosting stuff in. If you don't know about the ghosting method, I'm going to make another video on it. I made a video on it initially, but I'm going to do another one. And where I'm just kind of more or less scribbling in the lines, right? And this is a little bit of a shortcut because the way you should start a lot of things would be through like circles and simple shapes. But in this one, I decided not to. I decided to scribble it in because I had the pose was easy enough in my mind already that I thought, you know what, this will work. So just kind of putting it in here, and I'm already finding that knife head, right? The knife head from Pacific Rim, which is what I'm doing. And I just love this design, and I think Pacific Rim is probably one of the most underrated movies ever. And I'm talking about the first Pacific Rim. The second was terrible. The second one was actually one of the worst sequels I've seen in a long time. But yeah, I'm going into stuff pretty quickly in the, with the brush pen, and I'm just going and just immediately going into features after I get that framework. And again, the reason I feel so confident doing this is because I've done it over and over again. I've done poses like this over and over and over again to the point where I'm like, I could just scribble stuff in, and that's kind of where you want to be, right? With a couple of things, not with everything, but with a few things. When I draw very dynamic poses, absolutely I'm gonna fall back and go back into my simple shapes. Doing the basics is pretty much what allows you. Basically, if you have a strong foundation, that's going to allow you to experiment with different methods, because you're always going to have that foundation to fall on. Otherwise, you're going to do like a lot of cool shading with some really terrible design, or, just stuff that doesn't make any sense structurally. But yeah, by the way, don't forget, hit the like button if you like Pacific Rim. I can draw more kaijus if you want as well. Just let me know in the comments below and I will see what I can do. I'm trying to make the channel incredibly active, and so I'm going to work really hard to do that, alright? So I'm here for you guys. So yeah, like I said, reach out to me now. I'm more attentive than I've ever been. Absolutely, if you have an issue, I'll see if I can create a video on it, or talk about it, or maybe mention you. Going down to the foot, and trying to see, the thing I love about this brush pen is I can just throw stuff in and it looks nice, right? Like a thin, incredibly thin micron, which I also like for different reasons, that doesn't have the variation of kind of like the line quality. So like doing this, you can get that line quality really quick, and even when you make a mistake, it can still look kind of nice. And kind of at this stage, I'm more or less just going immediately into details, because that's kind of what I've always been into. I've always been into like rendering or going in and putting these like, these lines, giving off character. So like the folds in the arm, and that's why I love monsters and kaijus. The scales and then some. Excuse me. Alright, going in kind of the under armpit here, and I'm taking care of that underarm. He has these 2 baby arms underneath his huge arms. And by the way, I've never been able to get a figure of this guy. There's a couple of cheap figurines, but I don't really like the way they're designed. I don't like the quality of them. I did see a excuse me. I did see a really big one, but it's like $400 or something. I'm not gonna buy that. I mean, maybe for a Christmas gift, somebody can give it to me, but I think it was like a bit much. Going in here a little bit, pushing down. So like at this level, what I'm doing is I'm trying to see like, how can I pull stuff forward and push stuff back? Which features am I going to pull in? I'm finding contrast, right? The difference between light and dark. And I'm trying to find that contrast in an attractive way. And a lot of that is going to be through doing studies. You take a real picture of something and do studies where light tends to hit it or it doesn't, right? Obviously, when I draw a character like this, 95% of these situations, the light is coming from above. Whether it be, of course, from a kaiju, it's be coming from the sun. or anything like that. It might be coming from below, I guess, if it's night from buildings. But you know, with humans, you have also light from above from the, you know, indoor lighting as well if it's at night. And there are differences in that. Going more into the knife head, I noticed a lot of like the head characters are famous, right? Like Siren Head or Pyramid Head and Knife Head. Actually, I don't think Knife Head is that popular, but I just wanted to give him love on the channel. Kind of going in, he kind of has this like hammerhead or some kind of shark. That's kind of reminds me of his head. Continuing to push in here, going to the tongue, and again, I'm kind of more or less just having fun right now. I'm having fun with the details. And that's kind of the mindset you should have throughout the drawing if you can, to just kind of have fun with it. Like, oh yeah, it's kind of scratches this itch to, you know, put some lines here and there and kind of like put some detail here. It's not supposed to be, and I'm going to say this like in almost every video because I think it helps people, and I've had people reach out to me and tell me this, but you don't want to draw with your ego. You want to draw like in the fun side of your brain. You're like, oh, this is cool, or oh, this is like scratches this itch in my mind to, you know, throw some lines here. You want to think that way about everything, and that's really where it's going to keep things entertaining as well. And you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to entertain your own thoughts, right? Control your mood in a way, a little bit, right? You want to steer it. And I know people are telling me like, how do you do that? You just do it over and over again. You like think, hey, this is fun. I got into it. Remember the reason you got into it, and it's going to start becoming more and more fun. I literally wake up every morning and I think, cool, I'm going to do some art, you know, for the channel. It's going to be fun, right? It's not about ego. It's not about, you know, get more views or anything like that. It's about, hey, this is really fun to do, and I like teaching people. I mean, which I've always liked teaching people, but the other part, sometimes it feels like work, you know, doing this to finish a video on time. I'm going to try to post every single day here, so do me a huge favor and share the video. It would be a massive, massive thank you if you could do that. You know, like, you know, if you want to support the channel. And I've been on YouTube for 7 years, and anyways, this is it. We are pretty much near the end, and I thought I'd speed this up and kind of give you a commentary on what I was more or less doing and thinking. And this one was pretty straightforward. Like I said, if you want more kaiju, I'll totally do it. You just gotta like let me know. I'm throwing in a couple little rocks on the bottom there for scale, but I mean, I probably should have thrown in buildings, right, for real scale. Really great character. I hope they make another. I know they made a cartoon. The cartoon was alright. It was okay. Hopefully they do another cartoon. Don't forget, reach out to me. I'm very reachable right now. I'm teaching a lot of people. A lot of people are getting better. They reach out to me and they say, hey, thanks so much. So I am eternally grateful that I can do this online as a career. Thank you so much. And that is it. I'll talk to you later, okay? Hey, for those of you that are a little bit more serious and you really want to kind of upgrade your art skill all around, I have these beginner art lessons here on my Skillshare. So the idea with this is that some people that, you know, for example, on YouTube, people just kind of want to draw what's in the video and just generally have a fun time. They're not always concerned about the little details and stuff, about learning how to do this stuff, you know, long term. And I get that. That's fun. But for some people want to upgrade their art ability entirely, like all around, like they're serious about it. If that's you, go here. Like I said, there's programs here on even some of the same material. Like I said, it's just a lot more in depth. My eye drawing program is an hour as opposed to the video I have on YouTube, which is like 10 minutes, right? You can still learn from both, but like I said, if you really want more and you really want to make this part of your life, go here. I have same thing over here, how to draw a dragon head. I have anime, I have cartoons. There's categories for everything, and everything is for beginners. The other thing about this website is it's incredibly easy to watch it. This is like the Netflix of like drawing lessons, so you can go through the entire site, see everybody else's lessons. And normally the site costs like 30 to 40 bucks a month. Because you're watching this video right now, if you're still watching right now, you get it for free for at least a month, like 30 days. That's a lot. But just what you have to do is go over here to the video, go down, first link in the description, the very first link that gives you free access to this whole thing for 30 days. You just go over here, you click this thing, boom, and then you sign up. and it's super easy. And the cool part is you can just straight up cancel it before the 30 days is up, and you never pay a single thing. You never pay a cent, and you got all this learning from it. But yeah, like I said, that's an option for you guys. If you guys want to do it, absolutely go hit that up. And that's it. Thank you so much. That was awesome. I really hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, I'm going to be putting lessons almost every day. Come back, hit that subscribe, also hit the like, and say hi to me in the comments section. I say hi to literally everybody that responds, so thank you so much. I will see you next time.